Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. My dear students, I am Mohammad Abdullah Nur Chaudhary, Senior Lecturer, Department of Agriculture Studies, High School College. Today's lecture topic is egg hatching of hen, and this is the chapter 2, section 3, and obviously second paper. Today I'll discuss of egg hatching. First one is selection of hatching egg. So start first topic, which is selection of hatching eggs. That means when somebody or we start to hatching egg, that time what will be the egg should be? Definitely a chicken egg. The first point is fertilized egg. That means you have to collect the fertilized egg. That means when you observe the egg, that time definitely the sperm present inside the egg. Otherwise, that egg should not be hatched any baby chicken. So, this is called the fertile egg, when the sperm present in the egg. So, we have to definitely collect the fertilized egg. Next point is cracked egg. Definitely should not take any type of cracked, damaged egg. If the cracked, damaged egg selected, that means the egg will never be hatched from that cracked or damaged egg. Next point is age of egg. Definitely you should maintain the age of egg. That means in summertime, remember in summertime 3 to 4 days egg, and in winter time the egg's age should be 7 to 10. Otherwise, after that day, that egg cannot be hatched properly. So remember, in summertime, the age of egg is 3 to 4 days, and in winter time, 7 to 10 days. Always remember that. Otherwise, the egg should not be hatched for chicken. Next point is size of eggs. Size of eggs will be normal. That means we know that the egg size will be 50 to 60 gram, or sometimes 70 to 80 gram. It depends on the variety. But if the egg size is like a quail bird egg, that should not be selected for hatch. So always remember that. Or sometimes the abnormal eggs looks like the ostrich egg. So that will be not accepted as well. So you have to take the egg which will be the normal size like a hen. Yolk of egg. The yolk inside the egg should be okay. If there will be any type of black spots or any type of blood spot present inside the yolk or albumin, that time that egg straight away rejected, because from that egg the will be not hatched. Next point is clean of egg. When you collect the egg, that time you definitely clean the egg. But remember, do not clean the egg with the water, because we know that one pore space or one small hole present in the narrow side of the egg. If you clean the egg with water, that time the water might be good inside of the egg or might be crack the egg. So if the water, the egg is dirty, that time use the cotton cloth for cleaning the egg. Do not clean with water. Remember that. Next point is weight of egg. The ideal weight of an egg for chicken hatching is 50 to 60 gram. Remember, 50 to 60 gram. This is the ideal size. Sometimes it depends on 5 or below 5 grams. Like if it is 55 to 65, no problem. It is 45, that should be okay. But it is abnormal size, abnormal weight, like it is the size is quail bird or in the size in ostrich bird, that will be not accepted, and from that egg should be not hatched. Next, color of egg. In our country, there are lots of improved or hybrid egg, chicken egg found. Like some egg shell color is you see reddish in color. Some egg shell color is whitish in color. Some egg shell color is brownish color. It depends. But remember, the color will be not abnormal. If you find any pinkish color egg, so that will be not good. If you find color is black in color of shell, that will be not accepted as well, because from that egg will be not hatched. So this is the selection of hatching egg. Sometimes you find CQ questions from here for 2 or 3 marks. Sometimes you can get MCQ from these topics as well, like what will be the age of the egg in winter or summer, what will be the weight of the egg, ideal weight of the egg, this type of MCQ. Next point is environment of timing of incubation. That means when the process incubation going on, or when the hatching process is going on, what should be the environment of that time. So you have to maintain sometimes of that time. Otherwise, the hatching process will be, or incubation process will be not continue properly. So what is the first point? First point is definitely maintain the temperature. Always remember that excess temperature or low temperature is not suitable for hatching or for incubation time. So you have to maintain the temperature. In that time, 37 degrees Celsius and 30 to 38 degrees Celsius is suitable for temperature. But remember that in high temperature, increase the embryo inside the egg. So that time you should provide some little high temperature, and then you will continue the temperature like 37 to 38 degree centigrade. If you do not follow properly the incubation temperature, then the egg will be not hatched properly. Next is airflow. Inside the egg, everything is present without airflow. That means the food they need for growing the embryo, that time inside the egg, that means the incubation time, everything will be present that time. But only the airflow is not present. What I write here, the suitable airflow will be 21% oxygen and 5% carbon dioxide on that time. So that means this will be suitable environment for incubation time. That means for hatching time. So when you are doing the process, that time we should follow this, the temperature as well, the airflow as well. And what will be the moisture? We everybody know that for chicken egg hatching, they need about 20 to 21 days time. So for moisture, first 18 days you have to definitely maintain 50 to 60% temperature, and next, that is last 3 days, you have to maintain 65 to 70% moisture. So obviously this is very important. You have to follow this moisture percentage in the environment of incubation time. Next point is placing the egg. How you place the egg when you incubate or hatch the egg. That means we know there will be two sides. One is wide part and the other one is narrow part. So one wide part should be in the top when you placing the egg. The wide part should be in the top, and definitely that should be 45 degree angle. That should be 45 degree angle when you placing the egg. And then candling. We know that they need about 21 days for hatching the egg. That is incubation. But every time you have to observe the egg properly. That means you candling the egg. So how you candling that? Take the egg and place it in front of the light. If you observe any vein present, like if this is a egg, you can find this type of vein, this is indicate that embryo inside the egg is improving or increasing or build the embryo in the egg. So and you have to check that every 7 days. That means they need 21 days. After 7 days, you check in front of the light. If it is present any type of vein, that means that egg is very good because it's improving. After 14 days, again check that one. If that egg is improving, that means looks like a small baby, because after 14 days it will become more mature than 7 days. So that means that egg is okay. But if 7 days later you observe that after again 14 days later if it is same, that means that egg will not hatch anymore. So you have to remove that egg. So now this way you can understand that the egg will be hatching, inshallah. Next point is germ-free environment. This is very important. These all are important as well for environment of incubation time, like temperature, airflow, moisture, placing the egg, handling, and then this germ-free environment. You have to remember that before you start the incubation method, the environment of that place will be germ-free. Use some sanitizer or use some fumigation, whatever it is, but make sure you have to germ-free that place. So this is the point. This point or topics is important for CQ as well as very very important for MCQ, because you observe that too many points here like temperature, airflow, and the moisture, placing and candidate. This topic is method of incubation. What will be the method of incubation? That means the producing of chicks from the hen. There will be two methods, which is one is natural method, the other one is artificial method. So what is natural method? Natural method is produce the chicks from the hen with the help of direct chicken. That is called natural method. And it is this method is continue from our ancient period. So from the ancient period, still now some urban places and village area, they use this method for hatching egg, and that is called natural method. They use hen and straw and normal house for hatching egg. And next one is artificial method. This is the modern method in our country, not even in our country, in the world. That is two types of artificial method. One is incubator, the other one is husk method. Husk method is kind of natural method, but this is the modified version of natural method. In husk method, we do not use the chicken, we just use a airtight, a closed area where we put the husk, produce temperature and leave the egg for incubator or hatch. Incubation or hatch. That is called husk method. The other one is incubator method. This is the latest and modern method. All over the world they use this method. In this method they use two types of incubator, which is electric incubator, the other one is kerosene incubator. These all are simple. The kerosene incubator is run by kerosene, which is called kerosene incubator. And the electric incubator, that is run by electric. That means in here you can control temperature, humidity, tray, everything like a automatic. You just press the button and it will work automatically with the help of incubator. Electric, that is called the incubator machine. Now today is the important topics, which is natural and artificial incubation. I will discuss now the characteristics together, the difference as well. So first of all, this is the natural method, and that one is artificial method. So if we know the characteristics, we can differ easily. So I will show you the differentiate version. So if you can understand or you can explain that easily, like whatever come in the exam, characteristics or difference. So let's start. Natural method. In this method, less egg can be produced, like 10 to 15 eggs. In urban area or village area, they use a basket, a bamboo bed basket, leave 10 or 15 eggs, and for sometimes the chicken come and give the home on that on the top of that egg, and after that it squats like that. But in artificial method, we can do, or we can hatch more eggs, like 120, 120, 200, 300, whatever. It depends on the size of the machine. This is artificial machine because this is electric machine or kerosene or has whatever. Next point is in natural method, you definitely need the chicken or hen. If the hen is not on the egg, that means no temperature will be increased or no temperature will be produced in the egg. Then the work is like that. On the hen on the top of the egg, then the incubation or hatching method is going on. And in that artificial method, the machines produce the temperature, environment, everything. So in that time, you do not need the chicken or do not need the help of chicken. Machine will continue the process of incubation. Next point is time. In natural method, you cannot do any time. That means it depends on the chicken. You place the egg, leave one side of corner. That time when the chicken lay, that time she will come and give the home on the top of the hen. That means there will be no exact time. That means if you want now, you will not do now. But in artificial method, anytime you can do it. We know that about 20 to 21 days need for hatching a egg, chicken egg. So if you put the egg inside the machine, and after 20 or 21 days, definitely you can get the baby chicken. So this is the process of artificial. So that is why right now, not any time you can do the natural method, or not you can do any time for artificial method. Next point is you don't need any type of knowledge in artificial method. You don't need it. But in artificial method, you need to know the basic skill knowledge or skill person do this process, because you have to operate the machine. If you are illiterate or if you don't know the operating the machine, then you will ruin the process. That means if you do not operate the temperature, moisture, if you increase the temperature, that time all the eggs will be boiled, no chicken will be hatching from the egg. So this will be harmful activities will be occur. So definitely you need the knowledge of operating the machine, otherwise you will not do the artificial process. What about natural process? But in this process you don't need to do any type of knowledge. Just leave the egg on the basket, let the chicken come, and chicken will produce the temperature on the egg. Next point is, in here, natural method, if you leave the 10 or 15 eggs, that time it might be destroy the egg or wasted the egg. That means if the egg jumping on top of if the chicken jumping on the top of the egg, that time might be the egg will be destroyed, broken or cracked. That time you wasted the egg. But in artificial method, there is no chicken, nothing else. So you leave the egg inside the machine. So no point to waste the egg. Next point is strong in natural method. When the chicken, baby chick cells come out, that chickens will be strong and disease free. That means disease occurring situation is low percentage in the natural method, and that chicken is strong because after birth the chicken move around the every places. So this is the main point, and this is very good because if no disease attack on the infected the chicken, that will be very good for the farmer. What about the artificial method? In this year, the strong method chicken will be weak and infected by different disease. So that is not good for the farmer. Next point is, I told you, destroy the egg. But artificial method, there is no point is destroying the egg. Stop the egg. But in natural method, next point is natural method. When the chicken, because we use the chicken for natural method, when the chicken is own the egg, that time they stop laying egg. In that time, they do not lay any type of egg. But in the machine, artificial method, we don't use any egg, we don't use any chicken, so the chicken is producing or laying egg all the time. No point is stop laying egg. Next point is can control temperature. I told you before, in artificial method we can control everything like temperature, moisture, day, then time, then clean the machine, everything we control with the help of electric. If you switch off, it works like a microwave machine. You see, in the microwave machine, we operate the time, we operate the temperature, we operate the place, everything. But in same thing will be happening in artificial method. Just you operate the machine and you just press the button and it will work automatically. Next point is mother care. The most important thing is in here natural method. Baby chicken after hatch, they can take care from her or his mother. But here there will be no point to hatching after hatching any type of mother care. But the thing is, now in modern days, nowadays, when the farmer doing the commercial purpose, they definitely use this type of process, which is artificial process. But in natural process, it is only for use in entertainment and the homestead area or integrated farm homestead area, or some rural people, rural farmer, they can use 2-3 eggs, 2-3 chicken, they rear 2-3 chicken in their homestead area. That time they do this process. But nowadays, commercially, everybody use this process. It will help lots, because after 20 or 20 days, if you put 300, you can get 300 or more or less 290 to 300 eggs. So you can do more, you can get very easily. So this is the difference or characteristics you can get from natural and artificial from today's lecture. So this is very important for your CQ and MCQ as well. Sometimes they give you, sometimes in your exam, they ask for the definition of natural and artificial method, they ask for the classification, they ask for the characteristics of natural incubation method or artificial incubation method and the difference between them. So thank you very much.